Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are being safe and wearing your mask. So today's video, I know you're probably wondering,
Girl, why are you standing there?
well, today it's finally happening. The much requested and long awaited beauty space slash vanity tour. It's happening today. Yes, it is finally ready to go. And I know I kept you guys waiting for a while, but I always kept like adding a little touch here, adding a little touch there, and I just feel like, you know what, if I keep adding and adding and adding, I may never film this video. So I decided to just bite the bullet, get it over with, and I really hope that you guys like it. If you do, don't forget to give your girl a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So if you want to see what my little room has and what I keep in my vanity, then keep watching. So the first thing is this door, which is the entrance to my room. So when I enter through this door, on my very extreme left hand side, I have all of these display shelves, and I'll get to everything in a minute. This is just a brief overview. Over here I have some more display shelves, my mirror, my bed, which is also like a storage unit, and yes, it does have LED lights. And immediately in front of my bed I have my Slaystation or Vanity, and I have my little fridge next to it, and well, my chair of course. To the right side of my vanity I have my full-length mirror, and at the base of that I have this cute little area that I am still working on. Like, I think I want to add a pop of greenery to it, but this is just like a little cozy area to maybe just sit, meditate, do a little bit of reading or something. And over here, well, this entire unit is my wardrobe, and over here I have some shelves with some more things on display and a little work area right there. When I swing back this way, I meet the door again. So now I'm gonna go into detail as to what each shelf holds. So I'm gonna start with this little shelf here, and by the way, these two units were purchased at Brand Source in case anyone was interested. So this small unit, I just keep some cute little ornaments and just display stuff that I have. Some were gifted to me as well. So at the very top I have my Elly hummingbird candle just burning here, smelling so sweet and mild. This is from a local brand. I will leave her linked down below. She's really sweet, and the candle is just amazing. I also have this floral bouquet here that I DIY'd myself. It was inspired by all of those cute Instagram bouquets that just circulating everywhere. And this is a herbivore box that I just kept when I bought their mini facial oils. I just thought it was so classy and pretty for display. And of course over here I have my amethyst crystal necklace. In the first pocket of this shelf I keep some trinkets that were gifted to me by my best friend. This is a little plate from Sephora. I just used to keep some hair ties. This I was also gifted, I believe, and I keep my matches in there to light my candles. It's just easier that way. And this is a rainbow shower frosting from Pure Decadence, which is another local brand. She does like bath stuff and it's really pretty, so I decided to display it, but I still of course want to test it. And just below that, I was also gifted this Friends wine glass by my best friend, because everyone knows how obsessed I am with Friends. It's just the best TV show out there. And this is actually a cute little holographic mermaid eraser. You're gonna see a lot of mermaid stuff because I am obsessed with mermaids. And on the left side, I have this decorative vase that I got at Homeland Furnishings. It was really cheap. I think it was like $75. It's really nice. And at the back there, I have a little mermaid journal that was also gifted to me by my best friend. At the bottom here, I have another candle, but this is like a mermaid tail and it says "You are amazing." So adorable. And I decided to put these brushes next to it because it has like this kind of mermaid effect. These are the oval brushes from Moda Brush, I believe is the brand. And at the very bottom of this unit, I have just some display trays. Sometimes I use these to take picture content with products. And on the left hand side, I bought this time tuner from the Harry Potter gift shop at Universal Studios. Like, I just couldn't help it, I had to get it. So that is it for this little display shelf. Moving on to this unit now, and at the very top of this shelf, I keep some of my PR boxes that I purchased on display, as well as some other packaging that I just thought was so pretty, like the Luna Beauty Moon Prism blush collection. I think it's so stunning, so I definitely wanted to display them. But of course, Miss Mulan PR box is just stealing the show right now. And on the very first shelf, I decided to have a kind of pink and gold display going on. So on the very left, I kept my Luna Beauty Strawberry Dream and blush palette, as well as their Moon Prism collection lip glosses and the Amrezy palette. And at the center of the shelf, I keep some Colourpop Luxe lipsticks on display. And at the very back center of this shelf, I have this letterboard that was gifted to me by another one of my best friends. And I try my best to change the saying every once in a while, but I haven't done it in a while, so I need to work on that. Then over here, I have my Sailor Moon Colourpop collection. This is definitely display worthy with the holographic packaging. Like, this is just still so cool to me. And I have all of the glosses here, and I also kept the unit carton packages because the artwork on them is just so phenomenal. I could not discard them. And these are the body glitter gels. On the second shelf, I have on my left hand side the Mama Mitchell and P. Louise Acid Rain collection. I also kept this little holographic purse that I bought at Shoeaholics. Yeah, I think they're in Trinity Mall, and I believe they still have in stock, but I just put it here on display because it matched the holographic packaging of these boxes. Next to that, I have the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks on display. It's just very much my aesthetic, and to be honest, I know it had that whole lipstick drama with Jaclyn Cosmetics, but my lipsticks were in mint condition. They worked perfectly fine, and I basically got 4 free lipsticks because she did refund everyone, and I enjoy them. I still use them, but the reason why I don't really show that I use them is because people can't really go out and buy them because they're no longer available. So I just use them on my own, like on a day-to-day basis. And at the very center, I bought this candle stand that I just think is so perfect for my room, and I just decided to display some lip balms. These are also from Pure Decadence, so it's just easy for me. The door is right there, so when I'm ready to go, I just grab a lip balm and I'm on my way. And here I have this really gorgeous rhinestone bracelet that I know I may never wear, so I decided to put it on display because it just matches this aesthetic here perfectly. And on the right hand side is the collection of the year for me personally. This is the Mulan Colourpop collection. So these are the packagings at the back, and this is the fan that it came with. This is the palette, the blushes, the lip products, the face milk, and the lip mask. So you'll see how handy those acrylic stands from Pennywise came in, right? Moving on to the third shelf, and here on my left hand side I have my Juvia's Place palettes, well, some of them, and these are the ones that I am just vibing with right now, and I just love the packaging on Juvia's Place palettes. Like, the artwork is insane. I am obsessed with them. Right next to those palettes I have the Jessie Smiles and IGXO Cosmetics lipstick collab. It's just a nude peachy liquid lipstick, but the packaging was just so pretty I wanted to display it. And I also love Jessie Smiles. She is like one of my favorite YouTubers. At the center here I use this lipstick display to actually display some of my P. Louise bases. These are the regular, well, original bases, and at the back here are her colored bases, and the middle is the metallic base. Next to the P. Louise bases, I keep a Fasali Unicorn lip mask. Honestly, the packaging on this is definitely display worthy. But if I'm being quite honest, this was the lip product that really messed up my lips a couple months ago. It actually dehydrated my lips and caused them to crack and bruise. So I had like a whole lip care journey to go through earlier this year because of this product. So if you are using it, just be aware that there's some ingredients in here. I'm not sure what it is, but it did not agree with me. So please try it with caution. And I know it's not just me, because if you look at the reviews on Sephora, a lot of people say the exact same thing happened to them. So I don't know, it just didn't work as a lip mask. Over here I have my Colourpop and Disney designer collection. This is the collection from that box all the way up there. This was the princesses, the 8 princesses, and the 8 liquid luxe lipsticks, 4 blushes, 4 highlighters, and the palette at the back. And over here I just have this cute little bookmark on display that was gifted to me by another best friend. I have such amazing friends who just gift me the cutest things ever. These last 2 shelves are purses and, well, bags, and, well, a random shoe because I just thought it was pretty to display. The reason why I didn't put makeup here, it's because, well, Ashes, when she stands here and she's like swinging about her toys, she doesn't give any damn about what is next to her. She just swings away. She doesn't care what it hits. So I decided to not put any makeup there in case that it breaks. I mean, I don't mind if it breaks, but if it breaks and she gets hurt, I will lose my mind. So I opted to just put some purses there. So this is just a cute little Betsy Johnson purse, and this is probably like my most used bag right now because it's so tiny and perfect to just grab and go. And right next to that I have my very first Louis Vuitton piece. This is their Damier wallet. I love this wallet. I probably use it like once, to be honest, because it is such a special piece and was hella expensive. So I do cherish this a lot. And immediately next to that is this really gorgeous sparkly kind of lilac shifting bag that I purchased at Wonderful World maybe about 2 years ago. Yeah, that was like a birthday gift to myself one year. And at the bottom shelf is this bag I believe I purchased at Payless, and one of my little cousins actually gifted me that fuzzy ball, so I just put it on there. This shoe I actually wore to my cousin's wedding in 2017, and that was like the only time I wore that shoe, but it's just such a statement piece. I had to display her. And this is my guest backpack. This is like my go-to backpack. If you have seen me in public, you've probably seen me with this bag because I am completely obsessed with it. It holds everything, and you know, you have a backpack, your hands are free. And that is it for this display shelf. Right next to these display units, I have these 3 custom built display boxes that my designer decided to put in a diagonal placement, and honestly it's a really neat touch to the room. So starting at the very top in the red box, I have an Hermes perfume box and the Jackie Aina PR box, and then over here I kept one of my Tatcha gift boxes. And that little paw print, you all may not know him, but this was my dog before Ashes, and I had him for 10 years, and he passed away in September 2019. And on the day that he died, I took that paw print of his foot with just some red Q-Tex that I had, because I never got around to actually getting his paw print, and before they buried him I wanted to make sure I had that to remember him by. And right next to that I keep a candle that I bought at Excellent Stores. It's this really sweet tropical scent, like you know how that Glade Hawaiian Tropic air freshener smells? That is what it reminds me of. It's really sweet and fragrant. And in the white display box I keep my Fenty Stunner lip paints, as well as some of their gloss bombs and this Morphe Pride collection. I think this was from their Pride collection the year before, so I just have that on display. And I also have my Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream collection. And that is it for these display boxes. And this mirror that I had for years and years. This was like my first mirror ever in my room, so I didn't want to get rid of it when I redid my room, so I found a way to incorporate it. And honestly, I'm so glad that I kept this mirror because it just really brings out this corner of the room. I zoom back out this way. This is my bed. I know people think it's like a really small bed for an adult, but to be honest, a twin size bed is perfect for me because I don't move. I literally sleep one place. And all of the units that I will be showing going forward are custom built, including this one. So this has storage like all the way here, so I have 3 drawers, and then on that side under the mattress there are 2 big cupboards. And when my builder came to me with the idea of putting in some LED lights, I have to admit I wasn't sure about it, but it's really quite fun. Like sometimes when I'm watching TV at night, like I would just put on this blue light here that comes on, yeah, that dark blue one, and it just sets a nice vibe. And that is my neat bed. And of course on top of here I have this tray with some of my favorite local snacks. Of course, if I hadn't ate them all, chocolate digestives would have been sitting right here. And well, I keep my remotes there. Over here is just a light that I use especially for photos. And over here is where the magic happened. I know you all have been waiting for so long to see this. So I have my TV up there, and my builder recently installed this little shelf for me so that I could put my fridge. Some of you might remember that I used to keep the fridge on top of here, but honestly it was becoming so heavy I was scared it might break glass, so I decided to have this shelf put in. And at the back of it I just have this cute little topiary plant. It's artificial, of course, because I will kill the real one. And at the back there I have some journals and some books and just like some notepads. And over here we have the star of the show, yes, me, I'm kidding, my Slaystation. This is my baby girl right here. She is just my best friend and gets me through the week. I think most of y'all would agree that my builder is amazing, and he truly is. This was entirely his design. Like, yes, I had some ideas in there, but he surprised me with a lot of things, including this. So it does have a neat little pull-out shelf at the back there, because he definitely saw when he came to see the job that I had a storage issue, in that I had a lot of things and nowhere to put them. So he definitely maximized the space on the vanity. So I'll get into everything in just a second here. So most of you would have seen my skincare fridge tour. If not, I'll leave it linked down below. So that's that. And I like that it's right next to my vanity, so when I sit at night I can just take out the products that I need, put it on here, do my skincare, and that's it. So it does have the classic Hollywood vanity lights, and I love the molding that he did to the top. That is so pretty, and honestly it kind of matches the molding that I have at the top of my wardrobe, so everything just looks uniformed. A really neat touch about this vanity is the fact that it's transparent to the top, so I tried to display some of my most pretty packagings to the top. And sitting on my vanity, I have my Ricky Skinny. This is like my first beauty mirror ever. This is quite pricey. This is $200 US, but it is totally worth it. And right next to that, I have my handy dandy fan that I use to set my face after I spray it. And at the center of my vanity, I have this mini organizer from Pennywise. This is like all of the products that I use quite often. So I have some spatulas in here. I have my products from The Ordinary, Pacifica. This is a gorgeous sleep mask. It feels amazing on the skin. This is one that I have been currently enjoying. This is the Forte Beauty Radiate Vitamin C Serum. I have my Glow Recipe Banana Souffle Moisturizer. My clips from Wonderful World to, you know, just keep my hair back. This was a sample I got from my last Sephora order. And down here I keep my lip care products. Right next to that, I have my little jars that I actually got this from Brand Source, I believe. But it has my cotton pads as well as my cotton swabs or Q-tips. And this is a tray of a mermaid tail I was gifted by my best friend. So I use this to hold like my little eyebrow trimmer, tweezers, eyebrow razors, and some bobby pins. And that is all I keep on the very top of my vanity. Starting with the center drawer of the vanity, this has a lot of different items. Over here I keep my loose highlighters. These are compact highlighters. And over here I have some loose eyeshadow pigments from the Kathleen Light Zodiac collection. Here I have some highlighters that are from local brands. So this is Hijabi Cosmetics, and here is Amory Beauty. I love both of these highlighters a lot. In the second row I have my Hourglass products. This is their ambient highlighter and their mineral veil powder, which I yet to try, but I really love and enjoy this ambient lighting powder. I of course have my top primer, my Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. Over here I have two high-end highlighters, my Fenty and my Ofra highlighter. Over here are the primers I reach for the absolute most, which is my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, my mini Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I also have this mini Fasali Rose Gold oil as well. And I have this little sample of the Smashbox Primerizer, which I am yet to try. And at the very back row, I have this Colourpop Jelly Much eyeshadow. This was from their Disney Villains collection. So this is just a true collector's item because I don't really use this, to be honest. And of course my Fenty Diamond Bomb, which is another collector's item for me. Over here I have some brow pomades, but I am a brow pencil type of person. It's just easier and quicker for me. So I tend to not reach for these quite often. And in this very corner is where I keep my tea tree oil. I have some vitamin E oil and some cuticle oil. And that is it for the center drawer. So I'm gonna start with the drawers to the left side of the vanity. This is the first eyeshadow palette drawer. And over here I have my Jaclyn Hill highlighter palette, and I know it's not a eyeshadow, so why do I have it there? To be honest, I reach for this a lot, so I keep it at the very top where I can reach. And at the bottom here I have my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and at the very bottom are more Morphe palettes that I really don't reach for, to be quite honest. And this is Jaclyn's Bling Boss palette from her Vault collection with Morphe. I know there were bad batches, but this one actually works pretty flawless. This is a Tarte palette that was gifted to me by my best friend. I don't think I'll go into detail with each palette because then this video will be like a million years long. But I do have some more Juvia's Place palettes here, as well as my Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. This Juvia's Place palette is the Afrique one, but I actually have never used it. So yeah, I have a lot of untouched palettes. You'll see that in a bit. And at the back there is the Bretman Rock Colourpop collection, the Wet and Lit palette. And this little palette here is also from Colourpop. Yes, I am a big Colourpop fan. And this was from their birthday, I think 2 years ago. These are all pressed glitters, so you don't need any glitter glue. You just pop them on your eye and you have a whole look. And that's the first drawer. In this second drawer I keep my complexion products. So on the left side in this basket I have all of my foundations. The high-end ones are at the back and the more affordable ones are to the front. So I have like my CoverGirl, LA Girl, some ELF, as well as like my Juvia's Place, Milani, and my Makeup Revolution foundation. I have some NYX. I got the Fenty, some more Juvia's Place. I have Jouer and some Huda as well. In this basket is definitely my most reached for affordable foundations. So I have my LA Colors foundation, my LA Girl Pro Matte foundation. These are just so full coverage and amazing for the price, to be honest. And of course Colourpop. This basket here has concealers that I am currently using. So these are my high-end ones like my Jouer, Huda, Tarte, Fenty, and the rest are all affordable. So my LA Girl, Colourpop, Makeup Revolution. And at the back corner there I have some color correctors, and in this basket are concealers that are yet to be used, so I still have to test them. These are the ELF Camo concealers and some new LA Girl, the Too Faced. Well, I used this once, but I still have some picture content to take, so I left it in the box. And that is the complexion drawer. And for the very last drawer I have my powder drawer. So this basket has all of my setting powders, and of course my favorite is the Huda Beauty setting powder. It's honestly the best setting powder ever. Like, it's so smoothing and it keeps my face matte all day long. I do have another one backed up. I also have some Too Faced Peach Perfect, my Jaclyn Moodlight powder, which is honestly my favorite powder to just make my face look so smooth and give me back some life and light to my face. The Sacha Buttercup Light powder I'm still on the fence about, as well as the Fenty powder, so these two I have to play around with a bit more. And this is the newest one that I have, which is the CoverGirl True Blend powder. I still have to try this. I of course have my Beauty Bakery powder, which is oh so finely milled and just magic in a jar. My Juvia's Place powder, some Kat Von D, Colourpop, and some Makeup Revolution. This basket here I have bronzers. So I have my powder bronzers like from Fenty, NYX. I have the cream bronzers from Fenty, the Matchsticks. I still have the Huda Beauty Tanto that I never used, but hopefully I'll get around to it. The Fenty Invisimatte, which is honestly, I love to keep this in my bag when I need to blot. And these are just some compact powders. This Essence Brighten Up powder, if you ever get your hands on it, it's really good to just brighten up under the eyes, and it doesn't give any flashback. Here I keep some highlighter palettes as well as contour palettes. And this is a one highlighter that can't fit at the top of my drawer, so I do keep it down here, but this is a gorgeous, let me show you guys. I mean, look at this. How freaking stunning is this highlight? I love to drench myself in this highlight. It smells like coconuts and it's so affordable and huge. At the back here I keep my blushes. So I have my Fenty cream blushes. I have some powder blushes from Tarte, some from Colourpop, Milani, and Elly Girl. And that is my powder drawer. Moving on to the drawers on the right side of my vanity. This first drawer I have eyeshadow palettes as well. These are definitely like on the prettier and more artsy side, which is why I keep it on the right side. So at the very back I have of course my Shane Dawson collection. You know, I'm not a stan of him right now, so he's at the back. This is his mini controversy palette as well, and of course at the very bottom is Jeffree Star's Bloodlust palette, which I've only used once and then all of this drama happened, so yeah, I'm not going to be reaching for that anytime soon. I have the box of crayon palette, which is honestly so fun and creative. I still haven't touched this yet. This is the Dominique Cosmetics. I have some more Colourpop. As y'all can see by now, I love Kathleen Knight a lot, so yeah, I have almost all of her palettes with Colourpop. Some Ace Beauty, Disney, Natasha Denona, Huda, and over here I have the mini Huda palettes, like the nudes, some colored ones, and at the back here, well the bottom here, I have some Fenty colored eyeliners. And over here I have my of course favorite Jackie Aina palette, as well as ABH Riviera palette. And in this right corner I have my Artist Couture palette, as well as my Colourpop palettes. Over here I have my Alama Cosmetics palette as well. I love this brand a lot. And over here I was gifted this by Makeup Revolution, so I just keep this in here. It's a single eyeshadow, and that's the second and last eyeshadow drawer. This second drawer I keep all of my primers and setting sprays, as well as some body products. So starting with this tray over here, I of course have my Tatcha Silk Canvas backed up, and here I have some more affordable primers like my ELF and CoverGirl, and even some NYX. In this little corner is where I keep my liquid highlighters, so to mix with foundations or maybe apply on my face before foundation. Over here I have my Milk Hydro Grip, some Smashbox, my ELF Poreless Putty on backup, as well as another Farsali Unicorn Lip Mask. My friend also gifted me this because she didn't know the experience that I had. So I told her when she comes to visit, she can take it back. Here I have my hydrating lip products. So the Jouer Hydrating Lip Oil, as well as my Kopari lip glosses. These are just so yummy and honestly some of the best glosses I've ever tried. And down this line are my more high-end primers. So I have my Fenty, Ole Henriksen. My favorite at the moment is the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. I have my Farsali Liquid Powder Serum backed up. So I do have one here. Anyone just see that? Did the power just go off? Okay. I have some Farsali Liquid Glass, as well as another Rose Gold Oil, and of course Skin Tune Blue, because we love to blur pores. In this little section is where I keep my makeup moisturizers. Right now I'm testing out this one from Himalaya. It's their oil-free gel cream. Not really liking it, to be honest, at least on the makeup. It doesn't seem to agree with the primers that I paired with, so I might just have to use it as skincare and see how it works. I have some Shimmer, some more Elf, as well as some Embryolisse. At the back I have my setting sprays. So I have some Tarte Maracuja Mist, which is currently my favorite to give me a natural radiant look. Some Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. This is the Morphe Setting Mist, which is almost out, and of course I will not be repurchasing. And at the front I have some more affordable setting sprays like my Milani Ruby Kisses. All of those you can get at Wonderful World. This Scandinavia has to be the strongest setting spray that I've tried without actually like drying out my skin. And I love to use these on bridal clients as well. It really makes their makeup last all day long. I'm also enjoying the Fenty Dew It Setting Mist. In this corner right here I have some body highlighters, and I bought this Huda Beauty Nymph highlighter when it launched, and of course I never got around to using it, so maybe you'll see me use that soon. And these are some more affordable ones. I believe this is the Got To Be brand. Wow, I'm not in frame there, sorry guys. This is the Got To Be liquid highlighter. This is actually like a spray, and I do have another one, so I may have a giveaway soon if you're interested. But that is it for my skin prep drawer. And last but not least is my lip drawer. At the very back corner there I have all of my lip liners, both high-end and mostly affordable, to be honest. I just threw them all in one box. And over here I have the Fenty Gloss Bomb Duo that was recently available in Sephora. I also have this mini stunner lip paint at the back there, and these are some liquid lipsticks from J-Cat. I have some Sasha at the back here, some more Fenty Gloss Bomb, and these are my Colourpop liquid lipsticks, and some NYX to the front as well. And in this lipstick divider here I have some bullet lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, glosses, just a mix of everything, like some Colourpop Luxe glosses, some Huda. I have some Dominique Cosmetics. Look how gorgeous this is. I mean, it's so stunning. And in the back here is where I keep like my favorite nude lipsticks. So I have my Huda Beauty bullet lipsticks, my Natasha Denona lipstick, and some Bite Beauty. And over here is of course the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star collection. So yeah, they're just hanging out in the back there. And that is it for my lipstick drawer. And last but not least is the slide out shelf. So this is where I keep all of my skincare. I do have a skincare collection video coming up because I feel like a lot of y'all ask a lot more detailed stuff about skincare, so I do want to keep that separate, otherwise this video again would be so crazy long. So just like a brief overview, I have some Tatcha here, and Drunk Elephant. I have some Ordinary back there, my Ula Henriksen, as well as some Glow Recipe. Facial oils are kept here, as well as my cleansers, including oil and gel cleansers. I have some sunscreen there, and on the very bottom shelf I keep my natural deodorant and my exfoliating powder. This is like my favorite right now and it's super affordable. My body oils and some lip products in the corner there, as well as another exfoliator. And that is it for this slide out shelf. And that is my little Slaystation tour / makeup collection. Moving on to this corner right here. At the very top I keep the bags that I travel with mainly because they're so huge, and this little one I just keep to knock about really. On this shelf here I keep my brushes and sponges, and some more clutch purses at the back there, as well as just this cute little Huda lipstick display. On the third shelf I keep my fragrances as well as some more lip glosses on display. These Jouer mini lip glosses are just so cute. I couldn't resist like not putting them on display. Over here I have all of my fragrances, including my minis, and these are samples that I do get like when I order from Sephora. And this is just a random little lip balm that I think is so cute. Some of my jewelry on display. This is the jewelry that I reach for when I'm filming, so it's just easy for me to grab. And on this bottom shelf is like my little workstation. So I have my laptop, I have my books there for school, a stationery organizer, my tripod to film, and this is a notepad, well, a book that I keep to create content. I just take my notes in there. And these two top drawers also have like some skincare and makeup. So this first drawer is mainly skincare, and this very corner here is where I keep my hair care products as well as hair care tools. In this basket I have all of my masks, like my gel mask and the applicators. Also have some mask from Fortray Beauty and my gel eye mask that I purchased at Wonderful World. In this basket I keep my spa headband as well as all of my sheet mask. Over here I have some lip mask, and this little box I keep all of my sunscreens. This is my crystal deodorant, some of my eye drops, hand sanitizer from Buttered Up Organics. At the back here I have my Tinkle razors, which I use to shave my brows and exfoliate my face. These are my Kiss press-on nails at the back here, which I am currently wearing right now. By the way, update, the Masterpiece for me personally is a better option compared to just the regular gel ones, because I could only use this gel one once because it doesn't have enough sizes to fit my nails. But this Masterpiece one, even though yes it's a bit more expensive, it definitely works out better for me because I got 2 uses out of it. So this is the second use out of that box. It came in really handy because, you know, COVID's spreading locally now, so I don't want to take the chance to go out. Next to the nails I keep my nail glues, and right next to that I keep Ash's little pore balm. This is what I rub on her pores, not every night but like at least 2 or 3 times a week, to keep her pores nice and soft. And at the back here I have some satin hair scrunchies, and further back I have my medication and a hair gel, which, you know, comes in handy sometimes to tie down flyaways. My vitamins, some waxing products, and these are some Lush goodies. Like the soaps are so amazing, but this is actually from a local brand, again pure Decadence, so I still have to try it and see how it works. Directly beneath the soaps I keep my cotton pads and my makeup remover cloth. I do have these backed up here as well. They came in a pack of 6. And that is it for this drawer. Moving on to the second drawer, I mainly keep my eye products here. So to the very left, I keep all of my lashes. You can see my Kenzie lashes are always starring, of course. Here I have some makeup wipes, some eye pencils, as well as some eyelash glue on backup. Over here I have my liquid and felt tip eyeliners. I have some makeup removers here, including the one that I got at Pennywise. This body drench gel to oil cleanser is so good. And of course my micellar waters from the same brand. I also found this brush cleaner. It doesn't work as amazing as the Cinema Secret ones, but for the price it works just fine. Over here I have my Colourpop brow pencils, which are like my favorite brow products ever. Moving down here I have some eyeshadow primers, and over here I have all of my top mascaras that I reach for all of the time, with some lash glue here, and of course my eyelash curler. And at the back here I have some lip care products, so some Blistex lip balms, Vaseline, Rose Therapy. I love that for my lips, especially when I went through like that whole dehydrating issue. This really helped me out. And these two containers here are loose glitters, so I have chunky and fine, whichever one clients prefer. And also I do have rhinestones at the back there. Moving down to this corner, I have this eyelash travel case that was gifted to me by a follower of mine, and this is my makeup brush cleaner that just makes life so easy. And I was also gifted this brush off soap from Juvia's Place. This was gifted to me by a local makeup retailer, so I'm really excited to try this. And that is it for this second drawer. This very last drawer, I just keep like my filming stuff, so props that I use for my tripod. Over there I have some product empties, and in the back there I keep some cloths and some towels that I use to lay down on my vanity whenever I'm filming, so that I don't get makeup all over it. And this is the tray that I actually use to select whatever makeup I'm using that day. I just put it in here. And that is it for this drawer. And that is it for this little corner here. And that's it. That is my little room slash beauty space slash vanity tour. I honestly don't know what the hell I'm gonna title this video as, but definitely like something of that nature. But I truly hope it was worth the wait, and I genuinely hope you guys enjoyed this video. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.